Aloha Squad. How are you doing today? It's a smells so fresh day. It smells like baseball. It smells like a tiger's on the loose. It smells like God takes, because that's what time it is. It's 1 o'clock-ish on a weekday, and we try to bring you sports entertainment with a little twist of whatever you try to throw in it. It's You Call It. It's a You Call It Thursday. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a great time. 281-522-6336. It's expect the unexpected, or whatever you throw in. We got a couple of things we're going to get to. We're going to have some fun, like I said, always. But before I could get to that, I am Jerry Bow at Jerry Bow Sports. To the left, I pass it my left-hand side man, the one that keeps everything under control and in check and sounding good for you guys. What's going on, Aaron Raybould?
It is opening day. I'm excited. It's a Thursday. It's also National Beer Day. What the shit? I don't know who planned this, but I love them for planning it this way. I like the way things fall. It's like when Taco Tuesday falls on like National Margarita Day falls on Taco Tuesday. You can't beat that. Like 2022 is actually turning out to be some pretty cool lineups of stuff. I've got my Astros polo on. I've had this one for, let's see, 8 years, 6 years, or 7 years at least. I wear it every opening day. I love this shirt.
Have we had good luck with it? Let's see. What's our opening days been like?
I think they've turned a corner. I think the first few years I wore it, they had some troubles. And then the last few years, they've done a lot better.
Ever since I quit going, when I was going, every time they'd lose, I'm like, man, what am I doing? Let me get out of here. Do you take opening day like a big deal, or do they need to be at home to like the home opening?
Actually, no. They've been undefeated in opening day
for like 5 years, huh?
No, for 10 years. Let's see. 3/31, 2013.
Wait a minute,
They beat the
folks.
Rangers.
Wait a minute,
They beat the
folks.
Yankees. They beat the Indians.
Give us home and away, though, here, because this might be a bet. You might have just came up on something.
Let's see. They have. It doesn't give me home and away on this side. I'm gonna have to go find another one. Hold on. Let me go check my.
We're gonna get this show going. He's gonna look that up, because if these boys are 10-0 in the last 10 home opener or just openers, period, then we might be onto something.
That's
What's going on?
lineup.
Odd Squad. Let's see who we got in the house first here. Let me get to everyone. And not to forget all my peeps over on, because I only have usually like 1 or 2 on YouTube, but always one team. Joe Hernandez is in the house. Pookie. What up, Pookie? Potts Gaming, like always. Aggie Milkman's in the house. Thank you, everyone. Texans. Appreciate it, man. I missed the last 2 days because I was doing training for work. Pumped for today's show. Let's get pumped, Texans. Let's get pumped. Let's do this. Now that you say that, then I feel like the pressure's on me now to put on an even better show. And I'm a deliver, damn it. And that's what we're gonna do here. Shout out Alex Villanueva. What's up? What's up? What up, the General? What up, the General, my man? Best poker player I've seen on this side, or the north side of 610, because I'm on the south side of it. I'll meet you at the 610, fool. But Seamonts made it over here. Sometimes I see Seamonts just hanging out on the YouTube side. Hey, welcome to Twitch.
Let's see. So I'm gonna have to cross-reference real quick.
Okay, hey, let's see.
So let me write this down, because 2021. I heard that noise. What's that noise mean? Oh, thank you, thank you, Anal Season, for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Anal Season and Pepperoni Pickle. Walk into a bar.
2021, they won. They were at Oakland. 2020, they won against Seattle at home. 2023, sorry, God, dude, I need to go backwards. 2019, they beat, let's see, Oakland. Was that one at home?
It was a late opener, right?
2019. That's opening day lineup, but this one says right here that they played the Rays. That's weird. In 2019. Huh. Let's see. Okay, the Baseball Almanac and Baseball Reference aren't lining up. Let's see. They beat the Rays at Tropicana in 2019. Shoot, I'll just lean on Baseball Reference. Their stuff is actually, credible. Let's see. Then they beat the Mariners at home. Then they beat the Rangers at Globe Life in 2018. Let's see. Then they beat the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. They're on a big ass win streak. That actually might be
There you have it. Go
home and away. They've just been slugging and crushing people.
There you have it. The Aaron Especial, the roadie, as they're gonna call it. Once we'll have to go up against one Shohei Ohtani, the MVP odds-on favorite. Whenever you look at it, why? Because he can also pitch. And that's why many are thinking that he can easily slide his way into back-to-back titles. And if you look at the odds, who's in second place as far as who they're predicting to odds-wise, it's Mike Trout. So, if that means anything to you gambling pundits, or will one Framber Valdez go in there and be able to, I'm not going to say lights out, but do just enough? I'm excited to see what that's going to look like with Framber. And we got baseball back, folks.
If you're taking Astros money line right now, you're getting them at plus 100, which isn't
Even
horrible.
money.
That's even money. They're a plus 1.5 favorite, but they don't. When they win, you're getting a number anyways for them to win, but I don't see them losing. I mean, if you're gonna take them the plus 1.5, just take a money line.
It's if just think about that.
Don't pay the juice of the minus 190 on the 1.5 runs.
Just think about it. They're on the road and going against Ohtani. There's two things. Think about that. And they're even money still. They're telling you that, imagine if this was at home then. That's a big, just to say that these teams are even, because the Angels, I mean, let's be honest here. They ain't that great of a ball team, even with the big names. Maybe this year, with Trout being healthy and whatnot, and that's why many are saying that Ohtani he'd put up even bigger numbers, because he did it with holes in the lineup. Now, whenever you got people that you can't pitch around and they're healthy, can you pitch around them, or is this just a matter of, as long as Ohtani puts up pretty much the numbers as last year or something close to it, then you go ahead and give it to him, because he's pitching and hitting. We'll see. But baseball is here, and we're here for it. And we're here for going to one of these baseball games somewhere along the lines here in the next 2 months, somewhere in the next 8 to 10 weeks. We're going to pop up with some tickets. We're all going to meet up at the Juice Box. We're going to go have a bunch of drinks, and we're going to root on for the team. Whether, I don't even know. I think Forms won something yesterday. I said, man, I'll tell my man Forms to fly in from Tampa. F it. It's a party.
Yeah, if I end up picking his golfer, so if Patrick Cantlay wins the Masters, then yeah, he's going to have to jump his ass on a plane.
B. Hannon, what up, B. Hannon? Shout out to everyone hanging out with us today. Let's get to today's topics. All right, the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. First off, before we even get to this video, can she be any worse of a person right now? Like when you describe like the worst possible companionship to have right now in this kind of situation. Not only did she put you in this situation with those whole entanglement bullshit and made you go on but has the red table or whatever it's called, go on there and make a fool out of yourself, basically, talking about this entangles with a grown ass man. You messed around his back, this cheating, aka, tricking, whatever you want to call it. You know what it is. Entanglement in my ass. Cool. Now, all of a sudden, he goes to this, and she comes out and says, she don't have to say that publicly, that she wishes Will wouldn't have made it physical. Man, shut your ass up. You've done enough. We understand that, but you don't need to come out and say that.
No, and real quick before I get to my point, Skinny Money, shout out. He just gifted a sub to the General. So thank you, Skinny Money. You're so generous out there. Love it. This is the problem. If she really didn't want him to do anything, what would she have done when he got up and she saw him walking on stage? She would have yelled out, because guess what? She would have known, hey, something's not right. Hey, I don't want him going on stage. This is the Oscars. This is a worldwide televised event. Ooh. She knew what was going to happen, and now she's trying to save her ass.
Imagine how much of a circus that would be, like what you just described. She get up, she's like, Will, don't you do that?
Then it's plausible. Then it's like plausible deniability on her part, saying,
"Come get your ass."
Not
back
even
here.
that. If she stood up and just was like, "Will, get back here, and then he goes and slaps, then she's all free and clear. She goes, "I just gave him a look because I didn't like the joke."
He might have stopped, right? Like if she's like, "Will,
He might have stopped.
Well,
Here's the thing. If he stops, cool. Then it's okay. Then they can also get done with it and play it off as a joke and be like, aha, I was just messing with him. Haha. And then they can hash it out, off air between each other and not in front of the world. If he doesn't stop and she yells at him to get back to his seat and it's not that big of a deal, and then he goes up and he slaps Chris Rock on the face on worldwide television, then he looks even more like a psychopath.
yeah.
Because he's not listening. Like, he was laughing at the joke until he saw her face, and then he got up and went and started putting his hands on somebody. If at that point in time she's like, no, get back here, it's not that big of a deal, and then he still goes and does it, that means that there's even more up there mentally not right for him.
Man. Yeah, forms for the freaking flyer miles. He's talking about flying in. Okay, yeah, but you're right. Everything you said is right. So check it out. We're not going to be rehashing Will Smith, Jada Pinkett stuff for no reason. But every one of you know who T.I. is, the rapper. Okay. There was allegations going down for the last 3 years back about that basically him and Tiny, his wife, basically had like a little sex cult going on where they would like basically use girls as slaves and whatnot. This girl took it real public, and then some other girl came out and she said her too. Before you know it, this thing blew up and it grew legs, and they were going to try to put them in jail. Well, supposedly that all got acquitted. Like, they couldn't get charged in jail. It didn't happen for whatever reason, like it was told by those girls. He's an innocent man. And yesterday or 2 days ago, there was a comedy show, and T.I.'s at it, and this comedian, female comedian, tells a joke with T.I. being there. And this is what happens.
Because there was no fucking crime. There is nothing to charge me for. Or no, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey,
I hope you got your headphones in.
No.
Yeah, headphones in.
You joke on that shit, nigga. I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
Skip it a little bit because it's like 3 minutes, just a little bit though.
I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're gonna get misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a motherfucking comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something.
She went about it the right way, right?
No, you're not gonna tell me to shut the fuck up. It's my shit. This is my shit. Be very clear. This is my
No way, get it back.
Then he takes the mic back. This boy's acting psycho as hell. Like, what do you guys think here? Look, this is what's going on now because she told a joke. So, okay, where do we draw the line? Let's start right there. It's a great stopping point right there. Is she in the wrong? The comedian, are you wrong if someone gets sent or put on, to taken to court for something that didn't happen? Like if somebody drops a Watson joke, Watson's at a comedy club, club, and someone's like drops some kind of rape joke or something sexual, something, and then does that make it wrong because he wasn't charged with it, or is that the line we draw, or where do we draw the line?
I mean, this is the problem with this. You're a public figure. Anything that comes out about you is fair game. They're not making this up. And you know what? I wasn't charged for it. It didn't really happen. Okay. But the problem is the allegation was there. So it was a joke. All I was doing was postulating in a fake universe where it would have happened. You know what? You got your feelings hurt. Sorry. Get thicker skin. Everybody, get thicker skin. And if you don't like it, don't try to make yourself somebody who wants a spotlight.
Like Deshaun Watson shouldn't be going to any comedy show in the next 5 years.
Oh God,
right?
no.
Like he knows.
God,
that.
no.
He knows that. Like if somebody invites him, like, "Hey, bro, you want to go to this comedy club?" He's like, "No, I got things to do."
How many? You know what? I'll point out. I've got my favorite comedian right now. Her name is Mary Santora. She works a crowd better than almost anybody I've ever seen in my life. And I've been watching stand-up comedy since I was fucking knee-high to a grasshopper. She works a crowd so well. And if you go to her Instagram, she has clips of her working a crowd and making fun of people and seeing a bunch of bitches out getting drunk with like scrunchies in their hair and making fun of them. Is any of it true? No, but it's funny. It's the joke. It's just interacting and making a joke. Guess what, T.I.? You had something attached to your name, whether it was true or not. She could have made it up. Okay, fine. You don't want to talk about sex? Fine. I'm going to make a joke about T.I. robbing banks and shooting babies in the face. Okay. There's no,
Just
you don't
that
know I
one
did
struck
that.
a
That never
chord.
happened. Why?
That one struck a chord.
Exactly.
I guess. Joe Hernandez agrees with you. He said exactly, Aaron. Now, something else. Dr. Dre, what up, Dre? He says no bystander should be on the stage, and always one team said, "Where's the security?" So let's start right there with those two, because obviously this is like a little ass place, right? So then obviously T.I. felt like he could just big body his way up there and just take that mic out. If it was anybody else, he's getting tackled. I mean, you can't run up on a girl like that and then all of a sudden just rip the mic off and just start calling her this and dropping this on. Like, imagine that. Usually someone's going to be like, nah, bro, you're not doing that. But I guess it was because T.I. felt like, man, I could just big body this thing, play just a little bit more because they go back at it a little bit more.
Props to the sound guy for playing music and trying to drown them out while they were doing this.
Yeah, he tried. Look.
Tonight, give it up for one night only, because this is my shit, nigga. Don't get it twisted. This is my fucking show, nigga. This is my fucking mic, nigga. And
I didn't know black people like Jameson.
This means I say what the fuck I want to say. And that's what my mom
So I think we're gonna see.
motherfucking
Look, he sits right here. So like now you see he's just acting like a baby, and we're just gonna leave it there because it's just. Is this gonna happen more often? Who knows? I just thought this was hilarious, man, to see this happen, and I'm like, man, would he do that to a real comedian?
And you saw him.
Okay, let me ask you that right there. I know your answer. Like, let's say it was like somebody that hold their own.
Kevin
on
Hart.
T.I. though. No, because that's a little dude, and who knows? Who knows? how
Okay,
he,
fine.
Like,
Let's go.
somebody that'll hold their own. That T.I.'s not just gonna try to big body. Like, I don't even know who, but somebody that's got at least some respect, that's gonna have some chops on him.
Well, see, this is the problem. Is it's got to be because of the world we live in. I don't make these goddamn rules. Just like we talked about this, Will Smith, Chris Rock. It's gonna have to be another black comedian. Chappelle, I don't think you're gonna put up there because Chappelle ain't gonna put up with this bullshit. Chappelle is
There you go.
smart
Just leave it with
and will
Chappelle.
talk his way out of it. Chappelle's not gonna try to escalate violence with that.
Yeah, but at the
Chappelle's
same
better
time,
than
he's
that.
not gonna let him take his mic. And
Oh, he's
act
not.
like
God,
that.
no.
He's gonna
God,
be like,
no.
"Hey, what are you doing?"
God no. And this is the thing is that in a Chappelle show, if you try to walk up on the stage, security's getting your ass, no matter how famous you are. Unless you are in his crew, are in, like, the guys he runs with, Joe Rogan, all those guys who are in the green room with him between comedy shows, sitting there. Security's going to see you no matter how famous you are, and they're going to check your ass, and they're going to grab you before you get on stage.
Is everyone in agreement that T.I.'s in the wrong here? One, if T.I.'s in the wrong, or two, and I just want to know why. If two, is the comedian in the wrong for knowing that you can't throw, because sexual allegations are a big deal, right? And if you know you didn't do it, and then you get off in court, and they prove that them girls were lying, and them girls were basically trying to extort money, and they proved that. Okay, so is the comedian in the wrong for bringing that up? Do you draw a line like there? Because like the Will stuff, that's kind of open but that's not like you did anything that makes you a criminal, a criminal at that. Or is it like, man, take a damn joke? Either which one. One, is T.I. in the wrong, or two, is the comedian in the wrong? And I'm up for either one. I think T.I.'s in the wrong on this. Me personally, but who knows? Who knows?
He's in the wrong, and if you go back later and watch it again, you'll see when he's starting to threaten her and he's starting to say, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to have to keep. And then you see it all of a sudden register that I'm in a public place. People got cell phone cameras out. I was about to threaten to hit a woman. Because that's what it escalates to. When you're talking shit and you're getting in somebody's face, it's always, I'll kick your ass. He got so close to saying, I won't beat the shit out of you. And all of a sudden, something in his brain went off and went, oh, don't say that. And so he was like, and then you started hearing him stutter a little bit and go, well, yeah, and I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to keep calling you out.
Barry says if you can't handle jokes, don't go to the comedy show. And that's what I just said a minute ago.
Exactly.
Catching up on
That's what I said.
CC2,
Get some
basically,
thick-ass skin.
she made a joke about there was like a thing coming out about T.I. just to catch everyone. I see a lot of people are just coming in. T.I. made that he was getting accused basically of like a little sex cult where they would get these younger chicks and make them basically do things and they would drug them up. Well, then it ended up going to court and he ended up proving because they took that serious and it came out that them girls were manifesting stories, just lying. So then this girl makes a joke about that. T.I. goes off. To Barry's point, though, we're going to see this a lot. I think what he said the other day was the best thing ever. I was watching his show. It's going to be right after this. We're going to go over there. Barry on deck. But he said, someone said, man, comedy's dead. And he said, no, comedy's not dead. This is probably the realest thing. Somebody needs to frame that and put it on the back of his show. No, people's sense of humor is dying.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a huge, I really thought about that. Like, man, that's completely true. Because somebody said, man, comedy's dead. It's dying. And he answered, and it was like, man, that's real. Because it's true, man. When we grew up, just think about like in Living Color, they were doing like bad jokes. Like I see like Lamont posting them all the time. Like, you know, like they were doing crazy jokes. If you go back and look at Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey ended up blowing up. Nobody canceled Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was doing like he was a handicapped like person. Remember that. Don't forget that. He was doing handicap jokes and Jim Carrey blew up. I mean, look at Jim Carrey. If you do that now, right now, whew, you better be ready for the smoke. And it just because, and I'm not saying that's funny or not. So I don't want nobody to say, hey man, handicap jokes. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I just thought about a big name because I'm like, bro, he would have got canceled for that. Just a lot of things people would get canceled for. And to Barry's point, the sense of humor died on people because it was like, what do we find funny or not? Or people still find it funny, but it's like, do other people find it funny around me?
This is another problem is everybody looks for validation of, oh shit, can I laugh at that joke? You can laugh at any joke you want.
Exactly.
I went and saw Ralphie May live once. Ralphie May dropped the N-word all the time, but guess what? He was allowed to do it because every single black person at his show was laughing their ass off.
They validate
and guess
them,
what?
but then they go.
You know how many other people would watch? How many other white people, Hispanic people would look around and be like, "Okay, the black people are laughing. I can laugh too." Fuck that! It was funny. It was a good bit that he had. You know, shout out to him. George Carlin had shit that he said that people would go, "Oh, we can't laugh at that unless the person who he's talking about laughs at it." Bullshit. You can laugh at anything. It's funny. That's the whole point. Is have a sense of humor and have some thick skin.
It's right. He's right. Barry on deck. It was Damon Wayans that did it. Yeah, and it was Handyman. Exactly what it was. But again, okay, let's say someone did it now, whoever it was, I feel like they would be canceled. You can't make no handicap joke or anything about sexual preferences. If you try to do something now, it's like you better write it hard because you're gonna automatically lose a section of them, and it's like, man, it didn't used to be like that.
Well, that's the thing. Is if you're gonna,
it used to be even like, if it was a homosexuality joke, the homosexual would still find it funny. Like, that was cool. Like, he's not throwing a shot at me. It'd be, but now it's like, man, if you even touch that line, you better make sure that you stand on it. You saw Dave Chappelle was gonna get. They tried to. That's just like, man, if you're gonna cancel Dave Chappelle, you got to bring a lot. Like you better bring it, and to cancel Dave Chappelle is going to take a lot more than that.
Well, that's why I mean Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan, all those guys went. You're not going to cancel me if I don't go away. You can't cancel me.
I'm bigger than.
I'm
going to
keep rolling forward.
Like I'm bigger than these networks. Like I am. Like when you're a brand like that, you can stand on your two and say, man, come on now. You know damn well that I didn't mean it like that. This is what I do, and he's standing on his too. So. Again, we're going to see a lot of this going down in the next few years just because there's going to be, first off, idiots that are going to get up there for the clout because, that's going to be clout, just like we're talking about this now. But two, it'll be famous people that can't take a joke, and they're going to come up there and try to make a fool of someone that, obviously, this was a little place, and they came up there and they said, you know what, we're going to make a fool. I'm not going to let this go on, and he did what he did. And this is what you're going to do. We're at halftime. That took us all the way to halftime. When we get back, we're going to do expect the unexpected. And I don't know what to expect out of this next marble race, but you got a chance to win. And I think we're going to do, I don't know, Aaron, do one winner, however you want to pick it. And that winner will get the one Astros ticket to whenever I do it. So this is right up. You're already winning. The people from tomorrow or from yesterday had to win through the Masters contest. I'm feeling it like that. Pick however you want to do it, whether it's on this race, the last race, but someone's going to get an Astros ticket to that shindig we're going to throw down. We're going to go deep, maybe 15 deep. 15 tickets to the Astros on a weekend, hopefully, before I leave in June. We're going to have a swell of a time. This is all it takes.
All right, Odd Squad, let's run this race. Do I want to give it away during this one, or do I want to give it away during the next one? Let's see. Decisions. I'll think about it while this is loading up. Oh, I don't like this one. This is the dumb track. You know what? We're changing tracks. Screw that. Let's see. How do I get back out of this thing? Let me see. Let's go back to the main menu. I don't like that race. Yeah, confirm. This thing is taking forever. All right, now let's race. Twist and tumble. All right, exclamation point play in the chat. I'm going to give you 70 seconds. 70 seconds. Exclamation point play. Get your marble in there. You know what? We'll do a point system. First 3 places in this race, you'll get, let's see, 4 points, 2 points, and 1 point. First, second, and third. And then the second race, we'll do the same thing. Whoever has the highest amount of points will win. Sound fair? I hope it does, because we're about to race anyways. All right, let's do this. Poch, if we need a tiebreaker, I'm gonna disqualify you just for saying it and trying to make my job more complicated. Not cool. Where is everybody? Where are all the balls? Oh, I see him. Everybody rolling around down there. Okay. Man, that was a big-ass 30,000-foot view. Everybody go through the giant tube of death. There we go. Now we're out. Thank God. Oh, this one's got the cannons. They're gonna shoot. All right, let's see who's about to go through the cannon first. Woohoo! Oh man, the cannon doesn't even make any noise. That sucks. Alex Villanueva's in there. Somebody Villanueva. That's not Alex. We got another Villanueva? Interesting. Oh, bye, always one team. And Biggie and Texans. Good Lord, how'd y'all get shot off? How'd y'all fall off the track already? Thanks, Barry. Thanks for stopping by. You'll probably tell me I was wrong or some of my takes were stupid about comedy during your show. It's okay. You know why I won't get my feelings hurt? Because I got thick skin and I can take it. All right, the other Villanueva won. Hannon came in second, and Dre in third. Let's see. Man, y'all making jokes about Barry being late for his own show? That's not nice. All right, so first place, second place, third place. Good race, everybody. I think I know how to spell this last name. There we go. And then Dr. Dre. All right, so as it sits, Villanueva U's got 4 points, B. Hannon's got 2 points, and Dre's got 1 point. It's alive. Somebody might tie in the next one, according to Potch. If it happens, then I'm going to be really upset. All right, we'll be back in a second.
Welcome back. Sometimes there's Marblegate. Now we're hearing that the marbles are sexist. I don't even know what to say. But we're back. Sometimes there's flat marbles. I've heard it all. I've heard drunk marbles.
Inflated marbles, whatever.
Inflated marbles. I've heard you have no marbles.
Greased up marbles, who knows?
You have no marbles. You remember that one? And we're back. Hot takes. 281-522-6336. Whoever that was calling, we did get a call on break. I didn't take the call since we were on the marble game, but whatever you were calling for, if you're watching the show, feel free to call back in. We'll try to get you in for whatever. If it's for trivia, let us know. If it's just for whatever's going on, let us know as well. But hey, we're back, and let's get to Expect the Unexpected. One of my favorite segments in this show, and we're going to jump right in. Expect the unexpected. Do you expect anything here? Wide receivers. Did you see the offer that the Jets made for DK Metcalf?
I did see it. Did you see the full story?
Go ahead.
So the Jets, after all these, wide receivers are moving, wide receivers are getting paid, the Jets reportedly called the Seahawks and told whoever answered the phone, we will give you our 10th overall pick, the number 10 pick in this draft for DK Metcalf. That person was ordered by whoever makes decisions in the Seahawks front office. All of the management in the Seahawks front office said, I don't even know what they're offering, but hang up the phone. Just hang up the phone. I don't care what they're offering. Hang up the phone.
Okay. So let me start there, and this goes for everyone on Twitch. Let me know, Odd Squad. Do you turn that down because you think that many said, hey, I would give that away right now because you're in a rebuilding mode? Or is it what's used to have the Ferrari there if you don't know how to even drive it? What do you do with the race car if you don't have nobody to drive it? Is it a case to that? What's going on here? From the Jets, obviously, what is a 9th or 10th pick, so they feel like that could be that DK is worth, that they can't get a better player than DK than that. If the Seahawks were to trade DK, this was my thought, that means that they're thinking that they could get a better player than DK there, or that they can off DK. Like, I don't understand the thinking here. What do you do with DK right now? He's an asset that a lot of people will take. And it's you don't have who's going to throw him the ball? Drew Lock?
I mean, it is an interesting thing. The funniest part about it is, Seattle's already got the 9th pick. So had they made that trade, they'd have back-to-back 9th and 10th picks. The rumors or the stories I've read is that they're looking hard at a quarterback. They want a quarterback in this draft.
Got to.
The question is where they're sitting at 9, the quarterback that they have their eyes on, is he going to be there? Is it going to be, I think Malik Willis went and visited with him, if I read right. The question is, the guy that they want, is he going to be there at 9? Now, we've already, plenty of people pointed out, this isn't a big quarterback draft. There's not a lot of, even other, draft analysts have said, aside from like the top 3 picks, everybody else is just kind of, like, they're first rounders, but they're not guaranteed top 10 guys that are going to change your franchise. Like, there's nothing immediately there that you need to trade up into the top 10 to get unless you're desperate for something. And the Seahawks might be desperate for a quarterback. The question is, how much do they love that? And if that's the case, then yeah, you consider making that call.
And who's that
back to the Jets and go, hey,
Lockett?
Well, not only that, you sit there and if I'm the Seahawks and say I'm in love with Malik Willis, or I'm in love with
a stripper,
something like that. I'm in love with Matt Corral. I'm in love with one of these guys who is expected to be one of the top QBs in the class. If you think he's not going to make it out of the top 5, say you need to move up to 4 from 9. If you get rid of DK Metcalf and you pair 9 and 10, the Jets, can you call them again and go, you know what, I'll give you my 9th and your 10th back, but I get your 4th because that's where I want my quarterback. Because the Texans aren't taking a quarterback. Detroit probably will. Jacksonville won't. So you only have one team ahead of you that you're really just trying to roll the dice and see. You're not going to move up to 2 in the draft, period. You could move up to 4 or 5 if you call and go, hey, instead of giving you first-round draft picks, the next 3 years, I'll give you 9 and 10 right now, back-to-back picks, first round, if I get to move up 4 spots.
That's a lot to give up for 4 spots, though,
It is.
It's a huge, but I see there's a lot of tricky. What up? Hey, what's up, Crystal? No, you didn't miss happy hours. Happy hour, this whole damn happy hour. Damn it. Behannon, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, let's keep going right here at the bottom part. If this is happening, now you see Debo said, oh, hold on. I saw him go to his Twitter, and he's saying, well, hold on. What's the market for Debo whenever they asked him after the season, what position do you play? Because you saw he lines up as a running back and wide receiver. He said, call me a wide back. What's the market for a wide back like Debo Samuel?
I mean, this is going to be the interesting thing is how much do they run him like a wide receiver going forward or like a running back going forward, and how much abuse does his body take? Because running backs have a shelf life. You don't pay the running back on the second contract. Very rarely does it ever work out. Like on extremely low numbers does it work out. If they are going to use him and utilize him more as a wide receiver going forward, then you start considering, what's he going to be worth? But if they keep running him a lot as a running back, say 40% of the time for this year and next year, his body could be so beat up. Is anybody going to take a chance giving him a big money, $75 million guaranteed contract? Mm-hmm. I mean, he is one of the anomalies in this equation because you don't know what's going to happen with him and how they're going to use him. And unless he says, guys, I'm okay, I'd rather just play wide receiver because I'll get paid more, then you have an issue of, well, he doesn't know the team guy. He is so freaking hard to predict because I don't know how they're going to use him. I don't know how much run he's going to get as a running back, and I don't know how much abuse his body can take as a running back versus being a wide receiver.
Running back cuts your years off in the NFL substantially, right? A lot. Running back years, you see that drop off as that 28-year-old, they're dropping off, but 29, 30, boom, they fall. So what happens to a wide back? I don't know. Expect the unexpected. What do we expect that's going to happen with these wide receivers in the landscape of what's happening in the market? Expect the unexpected. Let's get to this next one here. John Wall is going to exercise his $47.4 million Rockets contract option. Of course, because if he was to not, obviously the market, we're talking about wide receiver market, obviously the market, there's no $47 million market for one John Wall. So he's going to exercise this. So he's going to put the Rockets up against it. What are y'all going to do? We talked about it yesterday. Can they trade him? What are they going to do? Now you're hearing a buyout. The word is buyout. Who knows how much they're gonna have to give him to buy him out of that $47 million? But he's already got it. The only reason to buy him out so he can go make a move and go play again and get this money real quick and go get another contract. But how big is that next contract is the question. Is there a market? Some teams are already saying, yeah, we'll take him, but for sure not at that price. So they're going to wait for the Rockets to have to pay him out something for that dumb contract, and then someone's going to come in and scoop him.
I mean, if I'm the Rockets, I'm not buying him out unless he's taking a substantial pay cut.
Like half?
Half, at least. That is the most I'm paying him. Because guess what? You paid him a whole year to not play, and now he goes, shit, you did it. Let's see if you do it again. Now you have to look at him and go, what do you think about your legacy? John Wall, what do you think? Because do you want to waste another year of your career that is on the downslope, that you are starting to, wind down on? You're not going to be in this league forever. Do you want to sit for another year and collect $47 million and have that be one of those footnotes on your bio? Because you ain't making a Hall of Fame, but when people go to think about you, they'll think how you spent 2 of your last 4 years not playing because you didn't want to.
That's where
because
you
you
are
wanted
right
to wanted to sit on the bench and collect money without playing, because you wouldn't negotiate either a buyout or some type of trade, or you wouldn't just come out and say, hey, if you want me to be the guy off the bench. Because that was the thing, is everything I heard was John Wall said, I'm not playing if I'm coming off the bench. And they said, well, we've got a young team. We need them to get the starting minutes. We want them to learn trial by fire. So, yeah, we want you off the bench. We want you to be a guide. We want you to be that veteran player who teaches them, watches them play most of the minutes in the game, and then sits there in the meeting room the next day and goes, okay, this is what you were doing. This is what I saw from the side. This is what the camera saw. Let's fix it.
But he didn't come here for that, though, because when he came here, Harden was still in the picture. He thought, okay, we're going to compete. I'm just a piece that they needed. And he thought, and as soon as Harden left, remember that first there was the beef. He was already talking down on Harden before he left, like, this is ridiculous. Get this fool out of here. And then whenever he realized, hold on, if he leaves, y'all talking about rebuilding? Like to where I got to take the back seat, like how you said. And I think to him, he's like, well, I didn't come here for that. But he's going to have to take a pay cut, but the ball's in his court, not to be square about it, but exactly what it is, because by contract, now we're going to find out how much he likes to play basketball, or is he going to make a decision as like, I'll collect all that money, $47.4 million, if I stick around and I'm just not really going to do nothing here, or can I just make a deal here or get a chunk of that and go get another deal and be playing basketball again, competitive basketball somewhere? How much do you love basketball, John Wall? Expect the unexpected.
This is why you pay an agent. Mm-hmm. You pay an agent to float those things out there of, what is my client worth to you? Say he's walking free and clear right now from the Rockets, what is he worth to you? Oh, he's worth about $17 million. Hey, John Wall, you'll take a $10 million total pay cut, but you'll be back in the game and you'll be playing with a potential contender. You're going to lose $10 million. You'll end up netting $37 million total for 1 year if things go right, and then maybe we can work some bonuses and some incentives into that contract. That's what your agent is paid to do. Your agent is paid to put feelers out there to go, man, what could I get him?
We're about to see
if I can talk him into negotiating this down.
We're about to see if he likes to play basketball. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. The Lakers. Questions are coming up of what's the future hold. Russell Westbrook was questioned. The question was served up in the plate like this. Let me see here. Let me read it verbatim. Do you have a chance to grow that number? And they were talking about of games with LeBron and AD next season and see what this group can do with help. He comes back with, that's the plan, but nothing is promised. You have to take it one day at a time. Man, can the Lakers possibly even, they got to figure out a way. GM LeBron, GM LeBron's got a hat on right now. Like you said, he left the car. That boy was on the highway before the game was even over. That last game, they were gone.
He's sitting for the rest of the season.
He's the rest of the season. Like, he is out of there. He doesn't need this kind of drama in his life. Like they say, I don't need this drama in my life. LeBron's like, what the hell did I do? Westbrook's as good as done. He's trying to say, Westbrook's like, like whenever you have a Thanksgiving and one of your cousins has a girlfriend or your cousin has a boyfriend, and then everyone's like, man, they're cool as hell. That boyfriend's cool as hell. He watches football and everything. And then they break up. And then the next Thanksgiving, he shows up again. You're like, bro, fill the room out. You're not wanted here. Like when this season ended, this relationship was done. He's not part of the Banana Boat Brothers. Like he wasn't part of that. Was like that's a deep. One of those guys, they could get away with that. But Russell Westbrook.
Well, Russell Westbrook knows he's guaranteed $47 million next year.
Another bad.
So he's saying, I'm showing up. Guess what? LeBron hates me. Anthony Davis hates me. Jeannie Buss hates me. Guess what? You can pay me to go away if you don't like me that much,
like,
because I have ink on paper that shows $47 million, please. If not, I will be wearing purple and gold, and I will be sitting on that bench waiting.
All of y'all hate me. Everyone that Aaron said, y'all hate me. Well, I'll go back to OKC because they want me. OKC's like,
we're not giving you anything.
Nah, fam.
We ain't paying you on that.
We'll sign you for a 10-day contract when you're ready to retire.
And
so you can retire OKC. But that's about it, fam. Like, we're not doing well, I'll go back where I came from. Nobody wants him. Nobody.
They don't. And this is a problem with these NBA contracts and now everything being fully guaranteed is you got a guy that nobody wants. He's not worth $47 million a year. Now, just like John Wall, he's got a decision to make. And Russell Westbrook is at the point, like, see, this is the thing, is that there's a difference I see personally between Russell Westbrook and John Wall. I think John Wall is going to care about what is left of his legacy when he's done playing. Russell Westbrook already had averaged a triple-double, 3 seasons in a row? He did something that only Oscar Robertson had ever done. Like, he's in the record books. He's going down with numbers of Hall of Fame.
No matter what.
He can sit and just hijack the Lakers and just literally sit at the end of the bench and just go.
Nah, LeBron ain't gonna let that happen. LeBron's gonna put out a hit. Like LeBron's out. Like LeBron's.
But unless LeBron convinces the Buss family to just sign him a check and pay him to go away, Russell Westbrook has the leverage right now.
He needs to put Russell Westbrook in Space Jam 3.
Russell Westbrook has made enough of his name. He doesn't have a title, fine. But Russell Westbrook has made enough of his name, whereas John Wall hasn't yet. I don't think John Wall has done enough for what I see of his personality. I see Russell Westbrook as the guy who's perfectly fine just getting paid to do nothing for another year. John Wall, I don't think is that guy. I think John Wall is going to have to look at it and talk to his family and go, guys, do I want to sit out another year? Yeah, the money's good, but have I done enough to put enough of a stamp on my name in this league?
I'm telling you got to offer him something wild to get out of there, whether pay him out, whether you tell him, hey, I'll put you in the next Space Jam. The role would be easy. A player that lost all his abilities.
He can be the alien.
You make a great role for this. Poor Marine says, hey, thanks for checking out the show. He says, I love watching the Lakers in trouble and strife.
Me too. I danced on their grave yesterday. I'm going to keep dancing on it.
This is Russ and Space Jam would be funny. Like I said, it'd be easy. You don't even have to play the role, bro. Just be yourself. He's like, okay. Here we go again. Hey, expect the unexpected. I don't know what to expect. Check this out right here. And this is...
I'm going to talk about basketball drama.
Yeah.
This was at the end of the first half. He was walking off the court. 2 fans right there.
One of those 2 guys said something to Kyrie. What did look, Kyrie comes back. Look at him. Whoa. Yeah. Huh? No, I didn't say no. Now start it over. All right, let's investigate. Let's put on our investigation. Our go-go gadget glasses, right? Look.
Walking off the court. 2 fans right there.
It was the one with the phone, right? He might have said something. I think it was a 1-word drop too, right?
This fan who said,
or was it somebody else in the crowd? Let's run it again, Aaron. Or was neither of them? It's either him or the one guy with the phone said a 1-word thing because it wasn't long. It was like a beep. Go.
At the end of the first half, he was walking off the court. 2 fans right there.
Well, you see the younger dude, John.
Kyrie came back, questioned this fan who said, yeah, no, I didn't say it. Well, who said?
Who was it?
And the question is, what did they say?
Exactly.
Was it like, I mean, old man is sitting there on his phone like this, which it looked kind of like a flip phone. It was kind of funny. But if he's like, say he's sitting down there, he might not be used to sitting down that close to the team, and he's sitting there and he's seeing Kyrie go by. Maybe he said something like, "Smile, Kyrie, life ain't bad." Did he say something like that? Did he say something derogatory? Did he say, "Kyrie, you suck"? Did he say, "Hey, thanks for sitting out half a year"? Hey, thanks for not getting vaxxed. Like, what did he say?
What
And
if it was
that's
a curse word? Let's start right there. Does that give him the right? Is this where it could go bad though? Like, how is it this even possible that they were right there enough to say that and they got that kind of contact? Should this be a in the day and age we live in right now, should that have even happened? And what happens if that dude goes back and just throws a drink or a popcorn on him like, get out of here?
This is the thing about
It's in
running
New
your
York.
mouth.
It's in New York.
Yeah, this is in New York. I mean, those are Knicks fans, obviously, because this was Knicks Nets.
Exactly. So them boys are ready. What if that guy just like, I'm risking it all for clout?
I mean, that old man doesn't care about clout. Come on.
He was scared as hell, right?
Like, he looked up and he didn't even know what the hell was going on. He felt somebody tap him on, and Kyrie did the thing we used to do when we were kids, is tap him on the right shoulder and look on the left side. So he goes, "Oh shit."
And
yeah,
he
there's somebody
probably
right there.
He probably said, like, now that you say that dude ain't, he probably said something real just mediocre, like, jerk.
Nice shooting.
You
Something
know?
stupid.
Traitor, like,
Yeah.
traitor. And then he felt like, man, I'm gonna come back and say something. Again, expect the unexpected.
Maybe he said, "Get a haircut."
I don't know if we could expect this with Kyrie, but this is where we are right now, and I don't know why the hell those people are right there that close anyways, the fans.
But again, there's two sides of this. One, be careful when you're running your mouth to somebody. For the fan, for Kyrie, you're a public figure. You gotta take it sometimes. Unless he literally said the N-word at you, or said something about your wife, or something about your mom, or something about your family, you just gotta take it in stride. Man, you suck at shooting tonight. Haha. Something like that. Oh man, you should have gotten a vax.
it had to have been a little deeper than that. You would
It
think.
just depends. But you gotta be able to put up with that. That's just what it is.
You would think.
Especially in New York.
For sure. Let's keep going. And just being a sports star, you're going to get heckled. All right. Go ahead and all you want there looking for a new career, whatever the case is.
No, we're not talking my computer career.
281-522-6336. No, we're not going to hire you. But there's a company out there paying folks to watch porn. In pounds, it's $15 or $15. It breaks out to $20 US. And that's what they're looking for you to do. Bed Bible wants to pay one lucky person $20 an hour to watch online pornographic videos and gather information and data points on certain topics, such as if you're a master in any of these: sex positions, duration, number of orgasms, male versus female ratio, hair color distribution, and language distribution. That's what they're going to look for you. They need someone that can get these stats basically by extensive hours of reading. The job ad reads this: want to get paid to watch porn? Perfect. This is a recipe for disaster.
CC's got it right. She says, where's the guy from the airplane masturbating 4 times? This is something for him. He can get a job doing this.
Oh yeah, he's the one interviewing you.
Oh God.
You walk in, you're like, bro, I've heard about you. All you got to do is go to bedbible.com. I'm not going to leave that
This
out.
is literally
Everyone's
the job
wondering right
opening.
now, can I ask?
Pookie wants to submit a resume. Look, this is literally the whole process. You just go and the job application is made of a Google document. It's
Yeah.
one of those Google surveys.
Bedbible.com. They got the online form right there. Go to bedbible.com.
It's easy.
I feel like I just did a read. Bedbible.com.
Yeah, we need to contact them. Hey, you guys want to advertise? Shit. But hey,
The CEO came out and said, head content creator, pornography is a $1 billion industry around the world. So we came up with the idea of learning that through real life examples. Get it where you fit in. Let's go to the next one. Expect the unexpected. Let me find out one of the Oz Squad
I wonder if
moves.
that counts for unemployment.
And you can do you can
can
do
I
a
submit?
remotely.
Can I apply for that job and then put that on my unemployment search sheet?
You walk into your next job, they're like, what have you been doing the last 14 months? Palms hairy as hell. You haven't even shaved. They're like, what have you been doing? You hand over your resume.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about me. Let's go. Let's keep going here. Oh, man. All right, so check this out. You remember, though, and this is a touchy subject, the Parkland shooting, Parkland, Florida, I believe that's where it is, right? There was a big shooting. I think the kid's getting charged with, I think it's like 14 people that were that were tragically murdered. Well, either way, you've seen people try to get out of jury duty and whatnot, and you're like, man, did they just come up with what kind of excuses is this? Bro, this is a serious case against a school shooting.
There's dates in July that you're not available. What are those dates?
July 7th, July 4th, which is closed, and July 18th. But then again, I need to figure out something. I have my sugar daddy that I see every day.
I'm sorry?
My sugar daddy.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but
Well, I'm married and I have my sugar daddy. And I
Okay.
see him every day.
all right, ma'am, we'll come
Hold
back.
up, Doc. And this is
First off, that judge can get it.
yeah.
I'll clear my schedule. I'll sit in there and look at that judge the whole day. I wouldn't pay
boy-
attention to shit in that damn
This boy's
trial.
trying to get a misdemeanor on air right now. But I agree. But man, this is a serious case. This was a big shooting. 14 people were tragically, and this person's trying to get out of it, and they didn't have nothing else other than to say. I mean, I guess honesty always wins. So I guess she said a sugar daddy, and then she rewatched it with saying, "I am married, but I got a sugar daddy too, and I spend time with him daily." What the?
I mean, I think the judge is full of shit, not knowing what it meant.
Oh no, she knew. She just
But-
was like, "How does she act like?"
How do you
oh,
use that as
sugar-
an excuse? How do you use that as an excuse? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a sugar daddy, but guess what? You still need to be an independent woman. Do we need to put on some Beyonce and some Destiny's Child right now? You need to make your own decisions. Don't let him tell you what to do. He's not the owner of you. Actually, this is funny because on my other podcast, Come With Us, we talked with a woman who trains women how to be sugar babies and find sugar daddies and what to do and where to go for them. She doesn't sound like that, but yeah, that'll be dropping here in a couple weeks. That's interesting. That's just we didn't plan this because you didn't tell me that we were talking about this story. So
No, not at
Yeah.
all. But expect the unexpected
good lord,
to get out of jury duty.
everybody
someone-
else is with me. They love that judge.
Let's get to this last one.
She
It's
needs to be on the Supreme Court.
the
Fuck
food
that.
edition. Expect the unexpected. This first hamburger on top, you can get it for $151. Is what we're hearing at the Atlanta Braves Stadium. $151. Double click it, blow it up a little bit on the burger itself. This $151. Now you can get the $25,000 edition, limited $25,000 edition. It comes with the World Series ring.
It better come with real diamonds in the ring, not the ones that we got at the Astros game, not the one they gave away all the time.
$25,000. Obviously, you're playing for the ring, but if you don't want that thing, you just want that. It comes with some truffle fries. $151 for this thing.
Comes with a Wagyu patty, which is the nicest, fanciest type of beef. It melts in your mouth. It's delicious. But yeah, I'm not paying $151 for a burger. Yeah, it's your damn mind.
Expect the unexpected. Let's get to the next food edition. Expect the unexpected. Straight food edition. Doritos is hooking up with Buffalo Wild Wings to make a basically a Doritos hot flavored wing. Yay or nay?
I'm interested in this. Now, I'm going to say unoriginal bullshit because our buddy Sam at Big City Wings was already doing the sour cream and onion and the Cool Ranch Dorito wings. So shout out to Big City Wings for starting this trend. Now Doritos decide, oh, hey, let's partner with Big Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, it's not going to be as good. I like Flamin' Hot Nacho Doritos. I like real wings. I like good wings. And no, there's no shame to Buffalo Wild Wings, but Big City Wings is better. And they nailed that Cool Ranch already. I think Sam should be hitting up Doritos and be like, no, you want quality? Why don't you partner with us?
I'm curious about what it tastes like. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know how they're going to go about this. Maybe it'll have the crunch. I don't know. I'm curious, but you're right. We've had the Big City edition already, and we know sometimes you don't change it. But you might catch me. Hey, Dr. Dre, it is baseball season. You remember they made the bad joke about the Astros.
Yep.
Ever since then, Buffalo Wild Wings has been written off by a big
Enemy number
the
one of
community.
Astros fans.
Yeah, you can't do that. Poor Marine says he's getting hungry, so
Yeah,
he's
me
on
too.
He's on the yay side. Tony the Hampton says BW's is a crap. Let's get to the
Hey.
next one.
I will say their Southwest Ranch that goes with the onion rings. That Southwest Ranch is good.
Yay or nay on this one, Odd Squad? Kit Kat, the blueberry muffin. We talk about things all the time. Aaron always says, if you mastered something, if you mastered it, don't change it. Right? And you've seen them come out with the white chocolate one. Not too much of a fan.
They've got the mint chocolate one. They've got the pistachio
You're
one
like,
now.
no, these are whack, whack, whack. Get me the original. Well, what about this?
Shout out to 7012 for following us. Thank you.
What about this one? What do you guys think here? The Kit Kat Blueberry edition. Yay or nay?
Nay. I love blueberry muffins. I love all kinds of like blueberry muffins, cinnamon raisin, oatmeal, the actual chocolate chip muffins, all kinds of like breakfast muffins. Blueberry muffins with a little cream cheese bits put in there. Awesome. Sign me up. As a Kit Kat, hell no. Get the hell out. I thought this was an April Fool's joke, but it just came out yesterday. So it ain't an April Fool's joke. Either that or their calendar's way off. But this sounds so bad. It would take $50 for me to eat all 4 of those bars.
See?
All 4 of those pieces of Kit Kat, you're going to have to pay me $50 to eat one of those.
And that's
I'm
it.
against that.
I'd mess with it.
I'm done
JG
with
says he's in. I tried that blueberry. Damn, we got a lot of people that would try it. Tony the Handsome. I tried that. I like Kit Kats and blueberries. We're going to have to get some of these, and I'm going to get my hands on some of these, and we're going to give them out, a big-ass pack of them. I'm just going to mail them to you somehow. We're going to figure it out. But right now, we've run into the end of the show. Expect
We still got
that.
a marble race before we go hand off to Barry, too.
Before we hand off to Barry, I'm not sure he's live yet, but you're going to get on this marble race trying to get you an Astros ticket. We're going to throw an Astros party sometime here soon. And whenever you get that goes down, you're going to have a ticket already. Damn. Some people are already going to struggle. They're going to win the Masters all weekend long just to get a ticket. You're about to come up on a ticket just on one marble race. I want to thank you like I always do. Thank you so much for checking in with us, hanging out with us, and giving us the energy to do it for an hour and making me sure that I go up tomorrow and I come up to bat again because it's baseball season and we got baseball to watch. And the Astros are even money. And Aaron gave you an against the spread or against the run line. He said basically they win. They win straight up. They win straight up. We didn't look about how much, over-unders, nothing, but they win on opening day. Home
9 years
away.
in a row.
You heard it there. I'm going to leave that in your hands. Do whatever you want to do, but please, 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 please show up tomorrow again because I love y'all so much. Thanks. Peace.
All right, Odd Squad, let's race one more time. Let's see. Let's pick a good one. On the felt. Let's see if this one's good. If it's not good, screw it. We're not going to do it. Let's see. Alex feeling away with getting ahead of the game there. Exclamation point play. Oh, yeah, this is the one that looks like a pool table meets a slot machine. Cool. Exclamation point play. I'm going to give you a minute and 40. A minute 15. A minute 15 to get your marble in there. And then once everything's said and done, once I total it up, all the points, we figure out who wins. If Potch is right and we need a tiebreaker, we will do a third race. And I'll have to make up new point system for that third race to find somebody who can win. I swear, Potch, if you jinxed me saying, no, there's going to be a tie, I'm going to be so pissed. Damn it, now I want some wings. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds and we're starting this race. Get your marble in there. All right, let's do this. Let's race. Remember, first place gets 4 points, second place gets 2 points, third place gets 1 point. Woo! And everybody's flying through the little Plinko dart or poker table. Poker table, pool table, all of the above. Chris Reyes is in first. Podge Gaming's in second. Let's see what happens. As I like to say, it's early yet. We'll see who can come out with the victory. Ooh, Donna now out there taking a commanding lead. Ooh, Patron in second. Everybody's stuck in this giant air vent. Goldie's now out in first. General's in second. Donna's in third. B. Hannon, Dre, Villanueva, you. One of y'all better make a run if you're going to try to solidify this win. Donna's back in the lead and just bounced. Oh, got stuck in the turbine of death. They should pay me to name all these little obstacles that they got in these. Uh-oh. Oh, Dre's now bouncing through. How did he do that? Uh-oh. Let's see. Is Dre gonna make it? Oh, shit. Oh. Damn. Dre, after coming in third in the first race, that gives you 5 points total. You're gonna win, which you already have Astros tickets, so, you know, I mean... Woo. Yeah, that was a come from behind win like we have never seen in marble races. Oh yeah, Dre. Jerry wants to know what section your tickets are in for the Astros. Out of curiosity, feel free to type it in the chat or hit him up on Twitter, DM him. Damn, that was fucking crazy. I can't believe Dre actually pulled that one off. Man. Did B-Handed not even race with us? I don't see B-Handed anywhere on here. So he... Oh, yeah, you were. All right, you were in 21st. My bad. I was paying attention. I knew what I was doing. All right, let's go raid Barry real quick. Everybody else, we'll be back here tomorrow, Friday edition of the show. You know you want to be here. 1 o'clock. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring your enemies, bring your cousin, bring that weird dude from school that you always kind of got along with, but he was also kind of a pain in the ass. We'll see you then. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.